Don't let the world tell you where to go, but call upon God to show himself to you and to look up instead of being so distracted with the things of this world. We have God's name written down forever because Moses looked to God during a changing time. How about you? During these changing times, where do you look to? Where do you go to find stability? Where do you go when the anxiety starts to build up, to find strength, to find comfort? Where do you go and where do you look to? You know, I think some of us have a sinful or destructive habit we go to. And we need to call upon God, and we need to surrender that and submit ourselves to the Spirit to be transformed, to never go to those again. But I think for a lot of us, it's not destructive or sinful things we go to, but they still can distract us all the more from looking up. Because the goal is to look up to God and to not be distracted by the things of this world. But instead, for a lot of us, I think instead of it looking like this, where we're looking to God, instead it looks like this, where we're looking and we're trying to look to God, but instead we're focused on other things of this world. Maybe we're focused on our finances and the stock market, and that's just taking up every little thought in our brain, or we're desperate for the new house remodel or the new house, and instead of just being a place to raise our family, which is awesome, it becomes like our own little kingdom that we are just too invested in. Is it work with emails, or man, just the comfort food, or man, the media in this world? Our world specializes in numbing us out. Between Netflix and Facebook and Instagram and that beast of an animal called YouTube. I mean, you don't even have to try to waste dozens of hours every single week on those things. And not that there's not a place to zone out, watch a great movie with the fam and get refreshed. Of course there's a place for that. But man, when there's all these things happening that are changing in our world, and it's unsettling us, don't let the world tell you where to turn, where you just zone out or numb out from what's really going on, where you don't process what's going on in your heart. You don't deal with that sinful thought. You don't reconcile a relationship because you just go to numb out or you go to those other things. Where do you look to? Instead of numbing out to the world, run to God. Run to God's unchanging nature, because we can trust that he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Call upon him to show himself to you, because he will always give his presence to disciples that call upon him. Don't let the world tell you where to go, but call upon God to show himself to you and to look up instead of being so distracted with the things of this world. Because I get worried that some of us get stuck in this never-ending rat race of going from one thing to the next, to distracted, to social media, to YouTube, to work, and we just never get a moment to stop, take a step back, and to look up to God. Let us be a church that remembers who God is, how he's unchanging. But let us not just know that about him, but let us be a people that actually look to him. Because even though God is the greatest being of the universe, if we're always stuck down here, we will never experience him up there.